Welcome back to another crypto video. Good morning and good evening, guys and girls, from wherever you are. Let's have a little look at refinance there, a little bit of a follow-up video to the previous video. You can see we're sitting at rank 198 in terms of all the cryptocurrency listings. And in terms of the market dominance, we're sitting at a really small 0.01% with a market capital of $325 million. So this is still considered, really a low cap gem. And I think it's one that's going to climb the ranks, especially if we look at some of the price history. And it's got some solid fundamentals to help, create price catalysts for the future. And it's one to keep your eye on because they have a solid team. As you can see, over the week, we're up 12.5%, over the 2 weeks, 23%, and over the 30 days, a whopping 69.3%. I also just want to say, guys, thanks for the new subscribers. We've had a few this week. And if you are new here, just hit the subscribe button. I hopped into the analytics and 97% of my viewers are not subscribing. So either you hate my content or you're just not clicking the subscribe button because everyone is coming back. There's a lot of unique users and a few returners, which is great to see. But just hit the subscribe. It adds value to your life. It's free, costs you nothing. So let's jump into Reef. So just as predicted in my previous video, we had the cup and handle position. And then we had the ascending triangle. So we had all this accumulation, from June where we had the massive market correction and all the FUD. And all this accumulation led to a spring where we finally found a bottom at 0.01. And we had this massive impulse wave to the upside. We had our ascending triangle where we're trading along our support here. And we're tapping along our resistance lines. And when we broke through, we did come up to the target that we had by measuring the wick. Basically, just looking back in time and looking at the wick we had over here, we can see there's a big level of resistance, quite a bit of selling pressure yesterday, but it looks like we're now consolidating along this line. So where do we need to look next? We need to look at the levels of support, we need to look at potential levels of retracement, and then we need to look at the next price target should we see another impulse to the upside. So looking at the daily right now, we can see if we just get our Fibonacci tool out and measure where the next kind of level of resistance would be, we can see that around 0.5, 0.33 is quite a close area to look. So I think personally the next level of resistance is going to be at 0.034-ish. So we might create a new trading range around this area over here, which would be quite nice. However, we do need to also have a look at the possibility of a correction because we have been quite overheated for a while. So if we come back down to the 0.32, we will be coming back down to 0.21, and on the 2.36 we'll be chilling at 0.24. So we can also drop in a price label over at 0.24, just over there. So these are our correction sort of areas where we need to look out for right now. How about the golden ratio? Where was that, guys? Golden ratio is 0.17, so around 0.18. Of course, it's going to be a bit lower now because the price has moved up. So this is kind of what we're seeing. We're not too overbought on the RSI. We're just sitting at 70 on the relative strength index, but we are seeing, actually, just check this out. This is quite important. You know what I'm going to say if you guys are familiar with your charts, but we are seeing a major bearish divergence over here. You see that? See those lines, those two lines, major bearish divergence. As the price is going up, we're seeing more selling pressure. So in order for this to, the momentum to keep going, we need a bit more buying pressure, to be honest. We need to see that juicy volume, but we're not really seeing much volume over there, which is a shame. And if you guys did trade the oh my god from my other video, congratulations, because there was a 10% pump on that. I just exited that trade today, and that was quite a nice one to finally see play out. If we look at the, sorry guys, bear with me, hope you're well. If we look at the 45-minute, let's go on the hour chart, shall we? You can see we're just plodding along. So we had this sort of bull flag position, and now we've got a bit of consolidation actually. So this could be a good time to keep your eye out on what's going to happen. If we fall down, lose support, go short, potentially we can target, back to this level. But I would like to think more in the short term. If we just measure this impulse, just somewhere kind of around the middle of the range, maybe at the beginning of this pole, so even at 0.027. But if we do break to the upside, then expect that we could rally hard to 0.034, which would mean potentially another, I mean, I think that's ambitious, 20% right now, but I do think we can see more price action to the upside in the near future. On the 4-hour chart, we're still looking fairly bullish, but we are overextended on the 20-hour EMA, guys, and I like to avoid this estimated moving average when entering any trade. Like I said, if you entered over here, this would have been a great time with a breakout, and then when you exit your trade, you are overextended on the EMA rather than entering again on the EMA. It would only be wise to enter again if you see consolidation or continuation to the upside, and then a breakout confirmed by volume. So that's it, really. That's my kind of verdict. That's what I think is going to happen with this wonderful little old gem. We'll either come up to 0.034 in the more long term, or we come back down, we retest 0.027, and we come back down to 0.026 with the larger correction values at 0.024 if we do see a correction from Bitcoin. And of course, the golden fib level, which one very important, great reaccumulation zone. So I'll jot that in over here as a reaccumulation zone. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the video. Let me know in the comments what you think, where refinance will go. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks.